The Azot chemical plant was attacked in Novomoskovsk, Tula region, the ASTRA Telegram channel reported, and the head of the National Security and Defense Council Center for Countering Disinformation, Andrei Kovalenko, confirmed. The fire at JSC Novomoskovsk joint stock company Azot was caused by a drone attack on the morning of May 24, local residents report, ASTRA points out. It is also noted that this is evidenced by footage from the scene. One of the photos shows smoke in the area of the enterprise. ASTRA reported that it geolocated the footage was taken on a section of the road leading from the M4 highway to Novomoskovsk, in the area of the village of Moshok. The shooting location, as noted, is approximately 4 kilometers from the plant. In the Tula region of Russia, the chemical plant, Azot, was damaged. Some of the chemicals produced at Azot can be used for military purposes, wrote the head of the Central Data Center Kovalenko. As stated on the company's website, ASTRA writes, Novomoskovsk joint stock company Azot is the largest Russian producer of ammonia and nitrogen fertilizers, and one of the leaders in the industry in terms of types and quantities of manufactured products. The company produces mineral fertilizers, ammonia, organic plastics and resins, chlorine, caustic soda, calcium chloride, concentrated and special purity nitric acid, argon, and methanol. Earlier, the head of the region reported that an enterprise in Novomoskovsk, Tula region, was attacked, a natural gas pipeline was damaged, and 3 people were injured. Russian air defense systems on duty destroyed 94 Ukrainian drones over Russian regions last night, most of them over the Belgorod region, the Russian Defense Ministry reports. During the past night and the morning of May 24, air defense systems on duty destroyed 94 Ukrainian aircraft-type unmanned aerial vehicles, the report says. It is noted that 64 drones were shot down over the territory of the Belgorod region, 24 devices were destroyed over the Bryansk region, 2 UAVs were shot down over the Kursk and Lipetsk regions, and 1 over the Voronezh and Tula regions.
Нихуя себе.
На нас идет. На нас идет. Это на нас идет.
Reports have indicated that drones have attacked on the Severny Air Base in Ivanova. The regional operational headquarters of C. Ivanova confirmed that debris fell on the outskirts of the city but did not specify the exact location. Russian Defense Ministry claimed that 112 Ukrainian drones had been intercepted and destroyed over various Russian oblasts and temporarily occupied Crimea. In particular, 24 UAVs were downed over Moscow Oblast, 18 over Tula Oblast, 11 over Kursk Oblast, 8 each over Oryol and Bryansk Oblasts, 6 over Ryazan Oblast, 5 over Kaluga Oblast, 3 each over Belgorod and Ivanova Oblasts, 2 over Vladimir Oblast, 1 each over Voronezh and Lipetsk Oblasts and 22 over temporarily occupied Crimea. Recall, drones have attacked a battery factory in the city of Yelets in Russia's Lipetsk Oblast, causing fires. BBC News Russian surmised that Ukrainian drones had attacked a battery factory in Yelets. Lipetsk Oblast Governor Igor Artemonov stated there had been a fire in an industrial zone. Local residents had written in social media groups about several drone hits on the Energia factory, a producer of batteries and accumulators. The factory lists the Russian Defense Ministry as one of its clients on its website. Artemonov reported that drones had been allegedly suppressed in the sky over Yelets. Debris fell in the industrial zone, resulting in a burst of light. Emergency services are working at the scene and people are being evacuated, he told. Artemonov also claimed people had been injured in a drone crash in the industrial zone in Ilyets. Meanwhile, Moscow Mayor Sergei Sobyanin reported other drones, claiming they were shot down while flying toward the capital. As earlier reported by Andriy Kovalenko, head of the Center for Countering Disinformation at the National Security and Defense Council, stated that the Energia plant in Ilyets, Lipetsk region, was attacked. The facility, which produces components for UAVs, Iskander and Kinzhal missiles, and electronic warfare systems, suspended operations following the strike. The authorities of the occupying country, the Russian Federation, have given an urgent order to drive military equipment into the center of Moscow, while reinforced posts with equipment specially equipped with electronic warfare systems have been set up near the Kremlin. This happened after a massive attack by Ukrainian UAVs, the Moscow Times Telegram channel reports, citing Russian sources. It is reported that electronic warfare equipment has been deployed on the Bolshoi-Kameny and Bolshoi-Moskvoretsky bridges in the Russian capital. It is known that on May 21, after Russian dictator Putin's stubborn refusal to cease fire, the Ukrainian military resumed drone strikes on Moscow. As the capital's Mayor Sobyanin reported, over the last 24 hours alone, more than 61 UAVs were allegedly shot down over the region, while over 300 were shot down over the territory of the Russian Federation as a whole. Russian air defense systems shot down 105 Ukrainian drones overnight on May 22, including 35 intercepted over Moscow Oblast, the Russian Defense Ministry has claimed. Due to the drone attack, all 4 Moscow airports, Sheremetyevo, Vnukovo, Domodedovo and Zhukovsky, as well as airports in Tambov and Vladimir were temporarily closed. Ukraine regularly launches drone attacks against Russian military and industrial facilities in the rear to undermine Russia's ability to wage its all-out war. Moscow and surrounding regions have faced a growing number of Ukrainian drone incursions in recent weeks. While few drones appear to have reached the capital itself, their mere approach has already forced widespread disruption. Since the beginning of the year, Russian airports have been temporarily shut down at least 217 times due to drone threats. Recently, Ukrainian drones struck Russia's Bucha semiconductor plant in Oryol Oblast, which produces parts for Sukhoi warplanes and Iskander and Kinzhal missiles. The facility provides components to at least 19 Russian factories engaged in manufacturing Sukhoi fighter jets as well as Iskander and Kinzhal ballistic missiles. In April, President Volodymyr Zelensky announced that Ukraine is ramping up drone production to the maximum. Since the start of the full-scale invasion, Ukraine has been developing and deploying technological innovations and cutting-edge unmanned systems. Both Ukraine and Russia have increasingly relied on drone warfare, using aerial, naval, and ground-based drones for reconnaissance and combat missions.